I think this is an old adage that the couple that diets together loses weight together, you would think. However, a new study done at the University of Connecticut found virtually no correlation or no marked difference whether you were dieting alone or whether your partner was also dieting with you. It didn't improve things whatsoever. Is that surprising?
It's a little surprising. I'm not sure that I totally buy the study.
You don't buy it.
I don't buy it.
Why? Why is that?
Because if you're living with someone and they're eating junk all the time and influencing you to eat junk all the time, how in the world would that not impact your weight loss?
Well, here's what they found. It's that no matter whether you have somebody dieting with you or not, that doesn't influence your self-control. In other words, whether you're dieting alone or whether somebody you know that you live with is dieting, they can be on the diet. They can have a lot of self-control. But if you don't have a lot of self-control, them dieting isn't going to help you at all.
But if I sat here today and I brought in Wendy's breakfast every morning and I had enough for you and me, don't you think that that would probably influence your breakfast choices?
I don't know. You think...
But if I didn't have Wendy's breakfast at all in here every day and it wasn't even an option, I feel as if you probably would be less likely to eat Wendy's breakfast.
I agree with that. However, I don't think most couples are that.
You don't think that they eat dinner
like
together
if my wife
night?
starts dieting, I'm not going to start bringing Wendy's breakfast around.
That's not the question at hand. The question at hand is, does your partner influence your dieting? I think your partner has a big influence on your diet because you may not even be the one who goes to Kroger and shops for groceries every time. So when she brings back whatever she wants, or he brings back whatever he wants, I feel like that would have an impact on what your snacks are at the household.
Yeah, it's hard to square this out, but I mean, the science is the science, right?
Nah, I don't believe the science.
I'll tell you that I have limited anecdotal experience with this, and I found that me and my wife have been able to diet solo and not completely derail the other person. What's tough is, here's what's tough. This is the flip side, is when you're not the one dieting and the other person is the one dieting. That's what's tough. Don't you agree?
Makes you want to diet.
No, it makes you don't want to diet.
See, it makes me want to diet.
No.
Because my roommate eats healthy all the time. The reason that I look like I do is because my roommate's way stricter than I am.
Really?
If I lived by myself, I would not go to the gym every day. I would not eat the food that I do because he is such a good influence on me.
Yeah.
He eats like healthier than anyone I know.
That's what I'm saying.
So it makes me want to go to the gym.
In many cases, the dieter is actually, I guess you could say, pulling up the dietee.
Oh, yeah.
The non-dieter, as opposed to how we're imagining it, where your hypothesis this whole time is if you're not dieting, you'd be a negative influence. You'd be pulling down the person that is. But apparently it's completely reversed.
Well, it just depends on if you're just getting into it or if you're already sustained in it.
Yeah.
Like if you're like an all-time workouter, if you go to the gym every day, no one's messing with that. But if you guys are both just trying to get into dieting and this isn't your thing at all.
Starting from square one, yeah.
Yeah, if you're starting from square one and you haven't done it at all, then it's really easy to get pulled down because you can just go back to the lifestyle that you were living a week ago. But if you're like totally engroved into it, no one's changing that. Yeah. You're just going to help pull the other person up, I think.
I think what it really is just saying is your self-control, and this is kind of sad, is your self-control is your self-control. And there's not a lot you can do to overcome that.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.